What's up, Royals? I'm Kai. Hope you're doing well, and I'm bringing you another exciting egg cutting video. But before we get to that, I got some great news for you. And this news is brought to you by the sponsors of this channel, Redline Shipping. Remember this video that I did a few weeks ago? And I said that I'm working with the folks over at Redline Shipping, Robin in particular, to create a new promo code for you guys. Well, that day has come, and I'm happy to announce that everyone can use the promo code KAI5 for an additional $5 off of your already discounted price on your next shipping label from Redline Shipping. So remember, it's KAI5. It's my name, not my son's name, not Lucas, not Landon. It's my name, and I'm using my name. Actually, Robin suggested it, and I thought it was a great idea because it's gonna force you guys to finally remember how to spell my name. It's only 3 letters. I don't know how you guys keep transposing the A and the I, because that becomes a car manufacturer, and I'm not a car. So it's KAI5. Remember it and use it the next time you check out your label from Redline Shipping. All right, guys, now it's on to the egg cutting. All right, let's see what we got going on here. This is a pastel or super pastel extreme gene clown to a lesser pastel extreme gene yellow belly het clown. We got one that pipped already. Didn't get many eggs, so we're not going to have that many chances of trying to hit a super extreme gene clown, but let's see what we got. So this one already pipped. We're going to go ahead and start with this one. Looks like it made a lot of slits. Look at all those slits that I made. And there's one up here too. All right. So this looks like some kind of lesser het. Maybe it has maybe it has extreme gene. Look how connected that dorsal stripe is. I'm trying to see if it has yellow belly, and it actually might. It actually might have yellow belly. If it was a lesser, you would get, I would expect all the patterns to look similar to this, but you can see there's a lot of wacky patterns. Some that rise up, some that joins to the dorsal. So maybe this one is pastel lesser yellow belly het clown, maybe even extreme gene. So we'll see what we get when it comes out. All right, egg number 2. So definitely looking for clowns. We're gonna get a lot of pastel because we got pastel on both sides. And this, oh, originally I thought it was a patternless snake, but it looks like this is just upside down. See some pattern at the end of the tail, very light. Wow, holy moly, that's unique. Super pastel lesser, can't even tell if it's yellow belly or not, but the fact that the dorsal is so tight and looks like there's only pattern on the dorsal, maybe a little bit of pattern in here. You see a little bit right there. That's a side. I think this is an extreme gene as well. Maybe even the super extreme gene. I've never seen one. Wow, that is super light in color. That's cool. Look at that. It's like a silver dorsal. Very, very light in color. Almost no pattern on the sides at all. Yeah, definitely extreme gene in my opinion. So super pastel, extreme gene are the 3 that I would bank on. You know, whether it has lesser or yellow belly or the second dose of extreme gene, that's going to be hard to tell. Wow, that's cool. All right, we got 2 more. Hopefully you get some weird looking, crazy looking ones just like that last one. But that one is definitely a clown. That's definitely a clown. This one is another clown. Okay, this one might be something that I'm more used to identifying. That's got yellow belly in it, I believe. It's got pastel in it. No lesser. So I think this would be pastel, extreme gene, yellow belly clown. Yeah, you can see the extreme gene really pulls up all of the patterns from the sides, just leaves a little bit of dots and dashes. Very connected dorsal, and then of course the color gives it away that it's a pastel. And we have a lot of pixelation along the belly, so I do believe this could be yellow belly as well. Pretty positive it's a yellow belly because of how clean it is. So yeah, the pixelation and the cleanliness coupled with the pastel. Okay, so we got 2 clowns. That's good. Let's see what the third one is. So according to the odds, we should only get 2 clowns out of 4 eggs. Let's see if we beat the odds here. Of course, every time I say that, I screw things up. I should really stop saying that. Yeah, see, I screwed it up. This looks like, okay, it's not lesser. It's definitely pastel. I don't see any of the flames. So it could be pastel extreme gene, or it could just be pastel. I mean, it's very clean. So maybe it's pastel extreme gene. No lesser, no yellow belly. It's not a clown, so it's a het. All right. Cool. So that one is the coolest one. Look at that. Give you a second look. That is really cool. Pretty happy about this one as well. That's pretty nice. This one actually is a really good building block. Alright, so I'm going to put these in the incubator, and I'll give you guys an update once they all crawled out, so don't go away. Now, these guys literally just crawled out of their eggs. You can see they still have a bit of a belly button thing going on right there. That'll fall off in probably a few hours to a day. But we're going to take a look at these one at a time. And this one I believe to be a super pastel. Remember, we have pastel on both sides. So this is probably a super pastel due to how blushed out that head is. But take a look at these eye bands. That is something crazy right there. Never saw eye bands that wide on a super pastel, and I really don't know what else this could be other than the extreme gene. I don't see a lot of the orange flames that would come with a yellow belly, so I don't think it has yellow belly. I don't think it has the lesser in it. Obviously it's not a clown, but it's just a very unique looking super pastel or a super pastel extreme gene with those really thick and wide eye bands. I mean, it almost makes the head shape look like a rectangle, whereas usually it's more of a triangular shape. But yeah, it's really cool. We'll take a look at the sex of these. Remember, these are all 100% het for clown if they're not visuals, and that's a boy, so that's pretty interesting. So we have one boy here, and let's see what else we got. So I just noticed that's the little belly button thing that I was saying is gonna fall off, and it actually fell off right on video. So that's pretty cool. This one looks like already came off. You can see that's where it was attached to the yolk. It's absorbed all of it and doesn't need it anymore, so it's detached. This one right here, look at how blushed out the head is. Now, I've made the mistake of thinking something that blushed out is automatically super pastel, and honestly it's a bit hard to tell. But because this is lesser, it could be a single dose of pastel with the yellow belly. The way it's all stacked together makes it look really blushed out. So definitely this has one dose of pastel. It's definitely a lesser. Based on the pattern, it's a little bit more busier than a typical lesser, so I believe this also has yellow belly. And this really nice, almost connected dorsal makes me wonder if this is extreme gene as well. let's take a look at the sex here. See what we got. So what do you guys think? Comment down below, what do you think is the sex ratio? Because every time I make clown pairings and I get clown clutches, I always get skunked with the sex ratio. And it's a boy. So we got 2 boys so far. Let's see if they'll even out with the next 2. This one is very pretty. Look how nice and clean and just smooth and soft these colors are. So because we have pastel on both sides, we're going to inherit pastel pretty often here, and this one is a pastel. It's very obvious that this is an extreme gene, because extreme gene really tightens up all the pattern right into the dorsal, and the pastel obviously the blushed out head and then the silver dorsal. Now I do also think that this could be a yellow belly. It doesn't have a ton of pattern on the side, but it does have a little bit. So I think this is a pastel extreme gene yellow belly clown. And you know, we got 2 males earlier with those het clowns. So let's see with this one. These are the ones that count because they're visuals. I love them all, but the visual ones are the ones. Come on. What do you guys think that is? That looks like a male, honestly. That looks like a male. Another male. See what I tell you, man. I get skunked with the sex odds when it comes to these clown clutches. But yeah, this is a very pretty one. Wow. And here's the one that we're all curious about. What the heck is this? So I think this is the all gene animal. I mean, it's gotta be, right? Like, we have already hit the lessers and the pastels and impossible super pastels. This one, if it's not the all gene, I would say that maybe it's missing 1 dose of the extreme gene. But yeah, this is really cool. Look how light it is. If anybody knows what this is, let me know down in the comment section, because this is a really, really cool animal. Oh wow, look at that. Look at how clean it is. The head hardly has any pattern, but I think as it grows we'll get some more pattern, maybe get some more clue as to what it is. Right now it looks to be a super pastel extreme gene, possibly super extreme gene, just due to how much of the pattern, the side pattern, has been erased and pulled up into the thick dorsal. So those are the things that I can make out right now. Hardly has any side pattern, so it's going to be really difficult to know for sure if it's yellow belly unless we do a shed test or prove it out. The lesser thing, I mean, it could be lesser. Again, there's like so little color and pattern to go off of. But yeah, I think this is really cool looking, very unique for sure. Curious to see how it will age and if the colors will come through a little bit later in its life. But let's see if we got a boy or a girl. Let's see here. I think it's a boy. It's already showing. Thanks a lot. All right. So let's take a look. That's another boy. So we got 4 boys in this clutch. But you know what? I don't really mind, because this is going to be able to get this up to size quicker. I mean, boys will mature a little bit sooner, and so we'll be able to prove this one out a little bit sooner just based on that. So that'll be interesting to do. I think it's a fun little project. Which female should I put to this? What do you think, guys? Did we hit the super extreme gene clown? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you think we did, let me know what other genes are in that animal. What is your guess as to what that combo is? Let me know down in the comment section. That about wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel and you want to be informed of future uploads, make sure you're subscribed and ring that notification bell. As always, thanks for watching. Please share and remember, Royals for life. Peace out.